Welcome back to Revachol, guys. So, in the last episode, we kind of had a bit of a tragic flashback to our past, to our memories, to this horrific event that seems to have happened that's in relation to this young woman who was involved in our life in some way. Given the age discrepancy, I mean, the way it sounded like a romantic interest, but given the age discrepancy, it could be some sort of daughter. It could be a daughter, right? Because we've been on the police force for 20 odd years, so it could be a daughter that we had when we were younger, but seemed more like a romantic interest, right? The way it was written, and we've had some kind of hints at to some sort of possible car accident. So. Yeah, we've kind of officially started the game. The title appeared. I'm guessing that's what that meant. But I also realised I've made a bit of a stupid mistake. There's a reason why I've only got 2 in logic, guys. We've already spoken to the 3rd truck driver. I think it's the guy with the big double chin, the racist lorry driver, right? So we're going to go and speak to him again right now. We were locked off from speaking to him earlier, but this might have unlocked some extra dialogue. So unfortunately, because we've kind of pissed him off a bit, we are going to have to go speak to him again. It's nearly 9 o'clock though, which I believe is Kim's bedtime. Let's go, fellas. And then if this is fruitless, I'm going to go to the apartments and speak to that girl that was over there. No, we can speak to him again. Beautiful. Okay, so... this might mean that he's the one transporting the drugs. I'm not sure who I think it is. If we've got Johnny, we've got the dreamer lady, and we've got the racist guy, it'd be kind of obvious who you'd try and pin it on, but it could be any of them, to be honest. Yeah. Hello there, sir.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
This is what you call a bit of a lack of social intelligence, right? Not annoying someone because you might need a favour off them later. You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
God, they're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Really? He takes a lot of track on his cigarette. I mean, he's probably being facetious, right? But why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Okay, so it's a political belief.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinaise. Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? That's all I need to know. Now let me ask you something else. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
Yeah.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
Straight to the point, Kim.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
He puffs on his cigarette. Then what are you still hanging around for? Most other communers have left. Communers.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Is that the guy who's passed out then?
Since he left,
No, it's not.
I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Takes a long suck on his cigarette. Excuse me. Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
The man shakes his head, dismayed, furiously pulling on his cigarette. It's a fucking travesty. Yeah. So, what are you hauling then?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
Wait, how long has this been going on then?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
Gestures towards the lorries. So what kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up, big man?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Hey! Oh, we failed it. It's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
The thing is, so this is quite clever writing, actually. You know, other than him being called racist lorry driver, I wish they'd just give him a name and we can make that assumption for ourselves. But they're making it seem like he's only accusing him of that because of his race, whereas he might actually, like from speaking to everyone, he does seem like the most likely candidate because he won't talk about what's in those. There are those boxes littered everywhere. He's always misdirecting us, trying to sell us things, even though he's quite a likable, affable, bubbly character. It might all just be a facade, a front. Why would he be selling clothes if he is a lorry driver? The one reselling humanitarian aid packages, right? I knew there was something off about that guy. Oh wait, the street vendor south of here, that guy's a lorry driver. I think we should ask if he is actually a lorry driver.
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
So, you know, tribe and natural liars, obviously that's nonsense, but it might be him. It might be him. The others, there haven't really been many clues to Captain No Chin here, or Tommy, or the Dreamer Lady. He seemed, because of the boxes of aid lying around.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to talk to him then.
So.
He grins, contented with himself. So it could just be straight up, there's no reason to suspect Sealang, and this guy's just racist and is suspicious of everyone. From, where was it? Samara, right? Samara. He's a Samaran. I guess they kind of look. He kind of looked like he was supposed to be Thai, and because they said Samaran boxing, Muay Thai, Thai boxing, maybe it's a parallel to that. But well, I guess that's it for now. Okay, let's go talk to Sealang again. It's nearly 9 o'clock. I don't know what's going to happen at 9 o'clock. If Kimmy's just going to, you know, say, right, I'm going to bed now. In a bit. Right, Sealang. Got some questions, buddy.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
So, what's your stance on drugs, buddy?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
But yeah, I don't know. He's obviously got a somewhat Indian accent, right? But the picture here, he looks, you know, Southeast Asian, you know, Thailand, that kind of area. For a moment, he's unsure how to respond.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are Excellent.
He kisses his fingers.
Tasty, tasty drugs.
We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbour. He or she is in this traffic jam. I'm super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person.
He smiles.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
Interesting. The perception's paid off there. He's not got anything. I actually don't like drugs.
That's cool. Especially after you already said you're into them. All the coolest detectives in the movies do drugs. And I'm very conflicted about it. Still, no drugs here.
Okay, perception's told us that there's nothing here, so he might just be an honest guy. You know, I don't know whether selling his cargo is the best thing to do for his job, but he's got to make a bit of cash somehow, right? We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry. But he's a bit of a racist, though.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Right.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. So you forgot to tell me? Or so you were embarrassed to tell me? Or stop squirming? What do you know about the drug operation at the harbour? Sileng, my sources tell me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union. Sources. That's not really a source. Well, it is a source, it's just not a particularly reliable one. So you forgot?
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
By stealing the cargo you were transporting. Alright, stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbour?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Okay, interesting. Who are you afraid of, Sileng? You're wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs here. Should have done a recording check a bit earlier than this. Right, there we go. Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff. Empathy all the way, so who are you afraid of, Sileng?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
If you don't want to get into this mess, raise your voice. You have to give us a reason to move on. We're buddies, Sileng. Help us out. No one will know it was you. We're buddies, Sileng.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
He shakes his head. Who are these other drivers who talk? Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver, dazed out, strange. Who are these other drivers?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Is it the pale driver?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
Don't know. I'm still unsure how much to trust Inland Empire. Okay. We're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Persuade him to give you some money. I don't really want his money. He needs it, right? The jam mystery. Alright, we need to go talk to some people. Let's just have a quick look down here first. We look like such a homeless man. Well, we are homeless, I guess, right? Who are you? Water lock out of order until Wednesday at 7:15.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
We'll come back here. We don't need to get across just yet. Let's just I just want to solve what we need to do here first. That's all. Fingerless gloves. Some more electrochemistry compared to this is interfacing. I would quite like to get my suggestion back, but we're going to look ridiculous with this on, aren't we? Look at that hairy chest. Physical instrument. Healthy organs. I said I was going to maybe get some drama next, right? Suggestion would be useful. I want my savoir-faire back, definitely. But our shoes and our shirt are holding this back. So we really need some money at some point. Alright, let's go and talk to some more lorry drivers. That's all we're doing these days. Johnny boy.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. Why? Do you know something? What is it? I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business. I need your help, Johnny.
Man,
Tommy.
I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
He bites his lip. I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do. What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Can you tell me what she looks like at least?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
So it's not the lady with the grey hair.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died.
Blue and violet.
It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
He answers reluctantly.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Exactly. Colourful, at least, then, yeah? But I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. Now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Okay.
He still is, hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery.
Fair enough. When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
He shakes his head.
The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
How's she troubled?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Okay, so she's maybe suicidal.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
It's not snitching, it's just a few questions. Come on, man. Life is just a joke. I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Fair enough.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well,
He sighs.
it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind,
Her mind?
the way it worked, the trouble it was giving her.
Okay. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
True.
Push Tommy, and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it. She's a suspect, and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation. Force him. Okay, fine. I'll drop the matter for now. All right, Tommy, you're a good dude.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Did you already smoking? Look at this. Alright. See you later, Tommy boy. Go talk to Captain No Chin. Alright, mate. Are you a sexist as well? Because that would help me out here.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He smirks. First, you knew Sileng didn't do it. Then why are you smirking? Just tell me which one's her lorry. First, you knew Sileng didn't
He
do
did
it.
something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job.
Stole his
We
job?
should be thankful for the tip.
He grins a wide smile.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed himself up.
Why are you smirking so much, buddy?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinaise. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it.
La puta madre.
Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Alright.
Yeah, him.
For a moment, the lorry man is silent, then he spits on the pavement. Who is... What are you doing, Kim? Let me handle it. Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
He says, unsure where this is leading.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Say nothing.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
Okay.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry.
He looks
But
at
a
him.
stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
His eyes dart between you and the lieutenant.
You've seen the corpse in the yard, yes? You took a peek. I know you did. Does it look like his friends protected him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now
Okay.
it's on you to finish the job.
Hey, this is awesome.
Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Oh! Oh, come on. Haven't we got something that will buff our half-light? There was something that would buff our half-light. So have I lost all those other bits? I don't think so. Was it a thought that was doing it? I'm sure there was something I owned that was gonna buff. Our half-light. Maybe it's just going to progress the quest
Looking
either
for
way.
Something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
The jig's up. I've got the goods on you. Why don't you and me step outside for a little talk? Look, I'm sorry. Can you just tell me what you know? So the guy's still got a little fight in him. I don't know, this seems a bit too passive, but we don't have the option that would benefit this. Step outside, we're already outside. Surely this means fight, right? What do you know?
Make me runt.
He blows a cloud of smoke right in front of your face.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
Damn it. So I'm not asking Tommy, I'm going to go ask the lady for a second. Maybe I wanted to maybe ask the lady first because it might have benefited that dice roll, but...
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Okay. Are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Okay. I was told of a woman driver, you're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone's terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Why are you scary to the people who used to know you? You said long haul, that's... And who is the female driver I was told of? So why are you scary to those people you used to know?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
She's very wistful, isn't she? She has no interest in the present. I mean, you're always going to meet people through life who always romanticize the past a lot more. That's part of kind of the way memory works, right? It's not in such like your memories of things aren't in such sobering detail that they're accurate. That you only remember, you zone in on certain things, which is why your memory of them can be a glorifying thing, right? But I guess part of what she's been saying is it's not her memory that it's someone else's life she's remembering, or maybe she's just disassociated herself from that life so much she regards it as another person. So you said long haul.
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just...
She hums along as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
So who is this female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Alright.
Oh, Sim.
Dead ends. We've messed this up big time. We're going to have to ask Tommy. Thank you, Mr. Autosave. I'm not going to ask Tommy. I'm going to head to the apartments. I know it's quite late now. It's snowing, but... Maybe I should have... I don't know. No, we've not got any other information. But I shouldn't have pissed off the racist guy, I suppose. Lesson learned. Let's head in here, go talk to...
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
This is the police.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
The hallway echoes with her cackle. I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished.
Door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Kimmy, help me out.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
The lieutenant repeats dutifully.
There is no reply.
How do we get to the eastern entrance? Hey!
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
We've got a northerner here. French pronunciation from us. Rue d'Esperance. The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier. What colour's your hair? She seems a little bit buzzed, given her eyes, right? She might be on lightning.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
Cindy the Skull.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Don't use that tone with me. And the law. Let's go all Stallone on it. Let's start with your blood type and go from there. Hep, yeah. When were you last tested? She said that she's Cindy the Skull, so... Let's answer some questions, alright?
Ask away, pigman. But I don't promise to answer.
Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? What are you doing to the wall? Do you know anything about the recent murder? What are you looking at?
She turns her head to face the coast
The
and
yacht.
nods disdainfully toward Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Joyce?
On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Hmm. No, I don't like her either. Let's try and get on her good side.
Pig's not half as dumb as he looks.
She gives you a stately nod of approval. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
Great.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. So, you don't know what to write. Why are you so committed to defacing the building? I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? So you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here.
That's very true.
We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Okay. Defacing? I mean, she sees it as artwork, so this kind of seems like a bit of a repugnant question, right? I don't think this is... I don't know. Why are you so committed? It's weird. I've said about this already. You have this compulsion to ask everything. It's not always clear which is something that's going to lead down a path or whether it's just something that's an exploratory question to ask. Why are you so committed?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
Okay, understandable. I've got an opinion on this. Do you want to hear it, Cindy?
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Actually, I don't have opinion. I lied. I love public art. Yeah.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
Fine. You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Typical, right? Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein.
She wrinkles her
Go
nose.
forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life
Ah, damn it.
pleasant, fucko.
We're all right,
Watch
bye.
your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Fine. Oh, that's something that's locked. Okay, we're kind of out of ideas now. Can we go this way? Yeah, this is the way. Round back. Some money, some magnesium. It's against my better judgment.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
No.
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Why would you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Why not? Oh, fine. Okay, so this is the rear entrance then. A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. Orange bum hat. Reaction speed -1 rhetoric. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Another spattering of bullet holes in this wall. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. I like it. I think perception's much more useful though, so. Maybe do with that torch, right? A balcony with a view of the yard and the hanging. So we've got Buddy Boy up here. Might need our torch in a minute. Must be another way into the building.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Hey.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Hello there, friend.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Okay, why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble. Someone might be sleeping in there, so... No trouble from me, I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man, trouble's found you. No trouble from me, I just want to know what's going on.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the Jean-Marie one really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Okay. Can you tell me your name? Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
He waves lazily with his cigarette. So we've spoken to him before. Did I?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
He gestures idly, some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets the old patio chairs and dead houseplants. And all the neighbouring windows are black.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
He was my Sunday friend.
This guy a working man, if you know what I mean.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
Okay. What's your friend's real name? Did he say something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martinaise.
Martinaise? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Oh, man. All right.
No. We won't.
Takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the snowy balcony with a dying hiss.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh, come on, dude. Hit this, please.
This isn't the place or time for questions.
That was close.
Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains.
This isn't the time or place. Hey, listen, lower your voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding. There's snow gathering on his hair and on his shoulders. A speckle of white against the purple that hangs loose on his slender frame.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
He's handling us as though gesturing towards a stone.
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away, so we can go and talk to him inside. Or he's going to leave that unoccupied so we can find a clue in there. Huh.
He's gone.
Lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he
No
went.
point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
Will we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy
If we
patch of
find a way
grass.
inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Right, let's do it. The what stone is that? There we go. Is that a key then?
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door.
Nice.
Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one, Kimmy?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Alright, let's do it. Alright. Progress. Measurable progress, at least. Yeah, how did you guys deal with the racist lorry driver? Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Flip up glasses, the auditor. +1 logic. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. I'm down for that. I don't really care about authority, to be honest. Can we rotate vertically so I can see what we look like? Nice. I meant to say at the start of the video, guys, sorry if some of these videos have ads on them. I've been getting quite a lot of copyright claims on these. Just means that they'll put ads on it for some of them. I'm not really bothered. My channel, I can't monetize my channel anyway, but just if you were getting ads and it was annoying, that's not me. And I don't want to turn. There is a streamer mode for this, but I want to listen to the proper music, so I didn't read that as a result. Oh, that was lucky. Let's get our torch on. Let's just ask around for his apartment number. Yeah. His shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Bit of Real. Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles. Actual moss. Oh, magnesium. And some alcohol. Alright. I don't know if this torch reveals things, you know, like things that aren't... Oh, shoes. Can we not pinch the shoes? Someone's drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Examine the padlock. Let's knock first.
No reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Oh. We'll come back for that. Let's just have a little look around first. Oh, there's the old lady. Boreal. Beautiful. Postcard, Buggy Street, 46. Now, I'm just going to interact with this. Sorry, I know I'm interrupting here, but it's been bothering me, this.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A
Oh,
package
right.
of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables.
Right, so we can still read the cases. That's what I was so worried about. The door number 9 is locked.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Now, let's just put this torch away for a second, right?
You hear someone walking around. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Who is this? This time, the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. It's the police. Do I have to open up the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door, her tone's now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Alright. Apartment number 8, their mailbox is overflowing. Hello there, miss.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm looking for Martinaise.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here.
Oh.
Don't you worry.
She smiles a gap-toothed smile when she hears you mention the name. No, you don't understand. I'm looking for a real person named Martinaise. What do you mean? I wasn't joking.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinaise is a name
Yeah, I
for
thought it
anyone
was.
who comes from Martinaise, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Revachol.
I figured he wasn't telling us his real name.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Damn it. How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony, know where he lives?
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
Let's not escalate things. No trouble, just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
And who are you, miss?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here too?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Probably why she coughs so much. She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no.
She juts
I
out
have
her
my
chin.
bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And what about these apartments?
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on holiday? Their mailbox is
People
overflowing.
come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who lives in number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Okay.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Who lives behind the padlock door?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly, the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door.
Yeah, not astrology.
He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
What you mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
Yes. What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still...
She leans on her broom. She likes it, though.
She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all, thanks. Graffito says a firing squad for the rich. Oh, Kimmy. The note reads, foreclosed by Martinaise Realty Associates.
We should think about calling it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I've not paid the manager yet.
You should take care of that, then.
I don't have the cash,
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Thanks, Kimmy. Which was number 10?
This door has been closed with a padlock. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
I'll do this, and then I think I'm just going to head back, and we might catch a night's sleep. Just this once while Kimmy asks us to. This apartment's supposed to be empty. Did you break in? Excuse me? Of course not.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in. And open the door so I can verify your identity. Are you cooking up morphine in there? Yeah, if I suspect there's been a break-in. Oh, come on. There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
That was smart.
The lieutenant says, nodding towards the unlocked door. Hello there. This is a tragically small apartment.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinaise Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
She jiggles a set of keys in her hand. So you've got nowhere to live and you're staying in a property that you're trying to sell.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
So you squat in the properties you own because you've not got one for yourself?
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light, paper-clad passport. She's just sat at her apartment wearing a full pantsuit. Trouser suit, sorry. Inspect the passport. I don't need your ID. I just need to ask you some questions. Sure, she might be bluffing.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details. Be friendly.
Be friendly? That sounds sarcastic as fuck. Everything seems to be in order.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Isn't it a bit late to be working?
It is.
She breathes in and out to the count of 3. It looks like some special stress release technique before she continues.
Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything. But here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So the sooner we get this over with, the better.
She means you. Time for the next question. Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
A
hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
She snaps her fingers.
The sum must have been puny. Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
My money's also disappeared, I think. It couldn't have been that much money. Those apartments look pretty shabby. So wait, what happened with the wall? My money's also disappeared.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
Couldn't have been that much.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinaise has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
The smile of a real estate agent, never trust it.
It's as if they're real wizards, able to resurrect dead real estate and breathe life into bank accounts.
So what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
Alright. She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over the chest.
Of course.
She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Looks like a fine mattress. Don't be ridiculous, you can hear it swarming with bugs. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Sure. Shoes? Nice. Should we break into the other one? I don't know. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. I would kind of like my savoir-faire back. But these don't add anything. Indirect modes of transportation, I don't really know what that means. What's our composure? Composure's still alright. I'd rather get my savoir-faire back, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
You're right, beautiful things do make people happy. Oops. It's a fashion faux pas. Discard the thought and the shoes. Oh, yeah, it's kind of true. It's a bit of a faux pas.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal.
Fair enough. Right, now should... Where did she mean that this hole in the wall was? Not entirely sure. Let's conclude this quest by talking to the old dear. Does she mean... I think she means this one, right?
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Yes, radio computer wizards are coming. They're going to save the place and the economy. No one's coming. There'll be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents. Lax women and sexual deviants, that's who'll come. I'm sure everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow. Let's give her a bit of hope, I guess.
Oh, I do like wizards. And people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance.
Thank you, miss. Is this the hole in the wall? Waves crashing in the darkness. Book 16 days of coldest April. Use the interact button in the inventory to inspect the book. Interesting, I will do that. Someone has torn the wall down. Nice, some more health, a bit of real. An old grocery list on the table and checks. We've got a book. We'll do that at some point. She said that someone nice lived here, right?
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
I don't know if we really have any reason to...
No reply.
Any reason to break in. But I'm going to leave that episode there for the minute, guys. We might break in. I might just head back to the Whirling in Rags first. So just so we can kind of conclude our first full day, maybe get rid of our headache and our hangover a little bit. And just what Kimmy wants to do as well. So I'll leave that episode there. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a like if you did. Just remember, everybody, never trust and uncrate. See you back in Revachol.